Reading is proud to host the longest running rotation in professional sports.
Attention fans, there are two cars that are parked illegally blocking traffic. One is a Ford Fusion, license plate LWD 7918, and a Chevy Equinox, license plate LJR 8665. Two cars are parked illegally and blocking traffic.
Hello and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium, the home to your Reading Fightin Phils, who will play the Hartford Yard Goats today, the Rockies AA affiliate, here at America's Classic Ballpark. An absolutely beautiful day here in Reading, Pennsylvania, as your Fightin Phils take the field. We'll start downstairs with the playing of the national anthem before first pitch coming up in just a moment here on ourphils.com/radio and MILB TV.
Sheffield will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tim Sheffield from Buzzard Day.
What a beautiful national anthem to start things off here at FirstEnergy Stadium. I'm Emily Encina, bringing you all the action here as your Reading Fightin Phils take on the Hartford Yard Goats in game number 2 of the 6-game set. The Fightins fell 4-2 yesterday. It was a good game. I mean, Noah Skiro gave them 6 quality innings, allowing just 2 earned runs across the board. Logan O'Hoppe had a great game in his final game in a Fightin Phils uniform. And they just couldn't come out with the win, one of those days. But that's why there's a long season as we enter game number 97 of 138 here at FirstEnergy Stadium with a different roster and a different lineup of sorts. Lots happened between yesterday at about 4 p.m. and today before first pitch. And we'll go through that with you all. But first, we'll go over the defense here for the Fightin Phils. Mike Adams getting the spot start out of the bullpen today. His second start this season, mostly his 40 2/3 innings of work coming out of the bullpen, except for those 2 innings of spot start. And they were 2 clean innings back against New Hampshire on July 13th. So today will be a good day for the Fightin Phils as they have a bullpen game. He'll be throwing a Vito Freesia back behind the plate. Carlos De La Cruz making his first AA appearance out in the field today. Johan Rojas in center and Jack Conley over in right. Wendell Rijo at the hot corner today. Jonathan Guzman at shortstop. Salgazzo at second. And Kevin Vicuña at first as Aldrin Corridors the DH. The first pitch by Mike Adams comes below the knees to Daniel Montano, who's in at the DH today. 7:01, just 1 minute late here. Adams comes set, glove back behind his red hat and outside to Montano. Yesterday had a solo shot in the 7th, ended up being a game-winning home run for the young prospect. And now he starts on the left side here and takes a called strike from Gabe Alfonso, who's calling them back behind the plate. Louis Krupa, the crew chief, shifting to third, and Tyler Whitty over at first. Righty on lefty matchup here, out of the stretch only for Mike Adams. This is popped up, left side. Guzman taking a step back on the grass. He'll make the catch just behind shortstop for out number 1 here of this game. Mike Adams can settle in. Hunter Stovall and Grant Levine also due up. Michael Tolley in the cleanup spot for Hartford. Brenton Doyle batting 5th. Kyle Daughtry's entering the lineup batting 6th. And then Willie McIver, Tyler Hill, and Isaac Collins rounding out 7 through 9. Fightin' Phils in their home pinstripe jerseys today with the matching red cap and the white F fist on the front as Stovall takes the first pitch outside. Hartford in their road grays again after taking the win in them yesterday. The royal blue cap with the Yard Goat logo on the front. Adams coming inside. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders back deep. A beautiful 87 degrees today, not a cloud in the sky. And just a slight breeze, 8 miles an hour pushing out to center field. As this falls into the strike zone, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball from Mike Adams makes it 2-1. Poked off the end of this bat, 2 hops to Salgazzo. A great play by the second baseman for out number 2 here in the top of the first. So, roster moves. Yesterday, the MLB trade deadline ended at 6 p.m. Phillies made the majority of their moves from 4 to 5:58 p.m. getting it done. In the final hours. Logan O'Hoppe, Mickey Moniak, and Jadiel Sanchez, who we haven't seen here in Reading, were all traded to the Los Angeles Angels. O'Hoppe went for Brandon Marsh, the outfielder, and the other 2 prospects for Noah Syndergaard. So they got what they were looking for there as Grant Levine takes back-to-back balls from the left side, and we'll miss Logan O'Hoppe dearly here, of course. A fan favorite, a class act, great player on the field, and looking forward to watching, I'm sure, the amazing things to come from him as Levine sends this foul. 2-1. And then Ben Brown, who was our Friday starter, just spent 48 hours on the Fightin' Phils roster, hadn't made an appearance for us yet this season after being called up from High A Jersey Shore, was traded to the Chicago Cubs for the reliever David Robertson. Off the bat of Levine, out to left, going back, De La Cruz, he'll make the catch, and that will end the inning on 3 outs for Mike Adams, puts up a 0 to start things off. And David Robertson actually getting in the game for the Phillies today, making the save and getting the job done. So we'll see how that all plays out for Philadelphia. Certainly a playoff push coming for the team that has the wild card spot in the NL East. But now we'll head to the bottom of the first scoreless here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Mike Adams sat down the Hartford Yard Goats on 12 pitches in the top of the first, so scoreless going into the bottom half as your Reading Fightin' Phils look to get on the board first here. They'll send up Johan Rojas, Kevin Vicuña, and Wendell Rijo. Aldrin Corridor in that cleanup spot in the designated hitter today. Vito Fresia catching, batting fifth. Carlos De La Cruz in the sixth hole. Jack Conley, Jonathan Guzman, and Salgazzo round out seventh or ninth. Tony Losi on the mound for the Hartford Yard Goats sends the first pitch into the dirt to Willie McIver back behind the plate. Ball one to Johan Rojas. Tyler Hill out in left, Brenton Doyle in center, and Michael Tolia in right. Kyle Daughtry and Hunter Stovall on the left side of the infield. And Isaac Collins and Grant Levine on the right. This is lined down the left field line by Rojas. He's hustling for two as it goes all the way to the corner. He's going to pull up at second. And Johan Rojas, a leadoff double for the Fightin' Phils, gets himself into scoring position. With nobody out, here is Kevin Vicuña. Nice piece of hitting there by Rojas. Just pulled the ball right down the left field line, kept it fair, and made Tyler Hill chase it to the wall. Here's Kevin Vicuña. Currently leads the team in batting average with a .255 average with Logan O'Hoppe off of the boards now. He pretty much led the team in every other category. And Jalen Ortiz also up there in quite a number of them as well. Aldrin Corridor leading in RBIs with 41. Ortiz with hits and 81. Playing in at third is Daughtry as Vicuña shows signs of bunt but takes a ball. Everybody else playing straight up. This one hits the inside corner from Tony Losi. Spent most of his season in High A Spokane, but was called up to Hartford for his first start on July 6th. And has pitched 15 and a third innings here in Double A, 0-2 with a 9.39 ERA. Here's the 1-1, down and away, 2-1. Walks as many people as he strikes out. And that's kind of been the problem for Losi. Sounds like that name is familiar. That's because his father, also Tony Losi, played in the bigs. Or played it 2 years in the minors, excuse me. 2 seasons in the minors. Looking back at Rojas on second, stepping off, is Losi able to send it, not going to send it back to second. Rojas, they know he's going to go. They caught him yesterday. McIver did catch him yesterday. But other than that, he's only been caught one other time this season, and he's 44 stolen bags. That's insane as he shuffles off of second. Losi comes home. Vicuña pokes it the opposite way. Down the first baseline, Rojas being waved home. Kevin hustling for two as it dribbles, and the Fightin' Phils get on the board first. Perfectly placed ball by Kevin Vicuña the opposite way. You watch this back. Pokes that down and away into right. And so far from Michael Tolia that he's able to take second and drive in Johan Rojas. The Fightin' Phils lead 1-0. Here's Wendell Rijo looking to continue the line here with a runner on second and nobody out. Back-to-back doubles for the Fightin' Phils. Drives in a run. Rijo takes a ball below the knees. 1-0. Hunter Marquardt activated off of the 7-day injured list. He was placed there back on July 17th, but all good to go today. Available off the bench for the Fightin' Phils. Another lefty bat there. Rijo rips this down the left field line, tossing his bat. He's going to hustle for second. Nope, he's going to pull up, and he's got to get himself back to first, but he drives in Kevin Vicuña, and the Fightin' Phils lead 2-0. Well played by Tyler Hill in left to send that back in quickly. Fightin' Phils dropping these all right on the line and keeping them fair. An RBI single for Wendell Rijo brings in Kevin Vicuña. Reading leads 2-0. See how much they can take advantage of the starter. Willie McIver having a beat with him real quick. Now come back behind the plate. Johan Rojas led us off with a double. Kevin Vicuña doubled him home. That is, and then an RBI single by Wendell Rijo makes it 2-0 Fightins. Rijo leads the team in stolen bases with 14 as the lefty Aldrum Corridor steps in. Lefties bat .444 against Tony Losi. Righties .298. Fightin' Phils will also have switch hitter Sal Gazzo in the lineup too. And I would imagine that he bats for the left side. Two and 0 here to Aldrum Corridor, runner on first, and still nobody out in the bottom of the first. Corridor pokes this up the middle. Rijo's hustling for third, no throw in. And Aldrum puts runners on the corners as the Fightin' Phils have had 4 consecutive hits to start off this game. And here is Vito Freisha with a chance to do some real damage. The Fightin' Phils lead 2-0 right now. They've got Wendell on third and Aldrum on first. And another meeting by Willie McIver. Out to his pitcher here. Struggling to get an out. Actually hasn't gotten an out yet. Everybody who's faced him has gotten a hit. Freisha takes the ball up and away. He'll be catching back behind the plate today. He and Jack Conley now the only listed catchers on the roster. And both of them, lots of experience here in the Philly system. Freisha settles in on the right side. Here's the 1-0 by Losi. Below the knees, 2-0. Freisha very, very patient at the plate. Up in the league leaders for walks. Only swinging at a pitch he knows he can do damage with, and that takes real maturity and patience. Here's the 2-0 inside 3-0, and Losi in danger of loading the bases for the rookie Carlos De La Cruz. Wendell Rijo out on third, Aldrum Corridor at first. If you're just joining us, the Fightin' Phils lead 2-0. They've had 4 consecutive hits, back-to-back doubles by Rojas and Vicuña, and back-to-back singles by Rijo and Corridor. There's a called strike at the knees, 92-mile-an-hour fastball here from Tony Losi. He has thrown 15 pitches, just 6 strikes. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Inside, ball 4, Freisha takes his base. Corridor shifts to second, Rijo at third, and the Fightin' Phils have him loaded for the rookie Carlos De La Cruz. And that will provoke a visit from the pitching coach, Blaine Beatty. Losi acquired by the Rockies in February of 2021 as part of a big package exchange for all-star third baseman Nolan Arenado. So also included in that trade, lefty Austin Gomer, infielder Eliuris Montero, infielder Mateo Gil, and righty Jake Summers. And you probably recognize Eliuris Montero from last year's roster. But he was originally drafted by the Cardinals in the 3rd round in 19 out of UGA, University of Georgia, and then was just 2 years later sent over to the Rockies for Nolan Arenado. That's a big package to be a part of. Fightin' Phil's crowd getting rowdy here early on in this game. Reading leads 2-0, 4 hits and a walk. And they've got the bases loaded here for the youngster Carlos De La Cruz in just his 2nd Double-A game. But you know what? Recorded his first Double-A hit yesterday. I spoke to him about it. He was like, it's nice to get that one out of the way. You know, you can just kind of breathe. You've got it down, and now you can really settle in here. Bases are loaded, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Manager Sean Williams down the third base line, ready to wave his runners home. First pitch inside. McIver fires to third, trying to catch Wendell Rijo off the bag. No good. And that was a first pitch ball. It's Riho, Corridor, and Freesia across the diamond. Riho, a great runner. If anything gets past McIver, he's going to try to come home. Here's the 1-0. Laying off De La Cruz in a pitch down and away. They point to the first base umpire, Whitty, checking his swing, and he didn't go around. 2-0. Middle infielders back deep, corner infielders playing in. They're looking for the double play ball here. They'd rather have that and let a runner come home. Here's the 2-0, way inside, almost clips the 6-8 Carlos De La Cruz, but he gets back all right, and now it's 3-0. And Losi in danger of walking a runner in. That's 19 pitches, just 6 strikes. Here's the 3-0 to De La Cruz, inside, ball 4. Carlos walks down to first. With the bases loaded, Wendell Riho will come home, and Reading leads 3-0. This is a huge start for the Fightin' Phils. Freesia shifts to second with De La Cruz at first and Corridor at third. And here's Jack Conley with the bases loaded and still nobody out for Tony Losi. See if the Fightin' Phils can bat through the order here. Jack settling in. First pitch upstairs, 1-0. Conley hitting .286 with the bases loaded. That's solid. Fightin' Phil's looking to take it much advantage of Losi. Conley rips this down the left field line. Corridor coming home. Freesia sprinting. Jack's going to second. An RBI double for Conley makes it 5-0. That's how you do it with the bases loaded. We watch this back, just cut on a pitch inside, driving it into left field. That was a big hit with the bases loaded there for the veteran Jack Conley. De La Cruz at third, Conley at second, 2 on and nobody out here for Jonathan Guzman, and now Hartford's got somebody in the bullpen. There's a first pitch in the dirt. Fightin' Phils, 5 runs on 5 hits. Here's how it's gone. Rojas double, Vicuña double, Rijo single, Corridor single, Freesia walk, De La Cruz walk, Conley double. That's been fun. That's been real fun. .1-0 chopped down to third. De La Cruz coming home. Dautries goes to first. Guzman will get the RBI, but there's out number 1 on the board. Staying put at second was Jack Conley. So still a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Here is the Fightin' Phils bat through the order to start things off. Here is Sal Gazzo. Gazzo's had a really nice last couple of games he's played in. He had the winning hit in Sunday's contest in the top of the 9th. Takes the first pitch inside. Switch hitter batting for the left side against the righty Losi, who struggles against lefties. Jack Conley out on second with 1 away. Fightin' Phils lead 6-0. Misses inside, 2-0. Fightin' Phil's crowd getting to see an exciting first inning. Took 8 batters to get the first out here. Gazzo chops this up to second. It's short for Collins. Plays it to the pitcher. And there's out number 2. Jack Conley does advance to third, so now a runner 90 feet from home as the Fightin' Phils bat through the order. They'll go back to the top. Here's Johan Rojas. Okay, so I've had a really cool thing in my game notes. And I hope they keep Losi in here to see. Oh, man, I got to see if I can find it. 2 hits in an inning. Had 2 hits in the same inning. July 25th, 2021, Josh Stephen against New Hampshire. So it's been It's been just over a year since somebody had 2 hits in the same inning. And Rojas takes the first pitch strike here against Tony Losey. Doubled to start off this game in the bottom of the first. Fightin Phils lead 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks. Losey deals down and away. Rojas holds up. 1-1. Jack Conley taking a good lead at third with 2 outs. He's running on contact. Good lead for the Fightin Phils already here in the bottom of the first, just trying to take advantage as much as they can against Losey, who probably will not see the second inning. 1-0. Rojas swings on an off-speed pitch, 1-2. Rojas crushes this to center, but Doyle is back at the track, and he makes the catch. And that will do it. A fly ball ends the inning, but not before the damage is done for the Fightin Phils. 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks, and they give Mike Adams some serious run support as we head to the top of the second. That was a fun first inning.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Top of the second we go. Ground ball left side. Rijo across the diamond. There's out number 1 on 1 pitch to Michael Tolia here. As the Fightin Phils lead 6-0 over the Hartford Yard Goats in just the top of the second. Mike Adams has seen 4 batters and retired them all. Here is Brenton Doyle. And Kyle Daughtry's also due up this frame. Adams getting some serious run support. The Fightin Phils scoring 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks in the bottom of the first, as the righty gets a called strike on an off-speed pitch to Doyle. 0-1. Really nice Wednesday crowd here at America's Classic Ballpark. As Adams gets Doyle to foul this back, he's down 0-2. The right and left field grandstands are packed full. The pool is hopping down the right field line. What a nice day to be there. And even this main grandstand is seriously full for a Wednesday night. This is a lot of fun. Here's the 0-2. Just misses outside. Good frame by Freesia back behind the plate. Just don't get the call they were looking for on that 94-mile-an-hour fastball, so they'll go again. 1 out, top of the second. Adams has kept Hartford quiet early. Here's the 1-2. Down on the dirt, 2-2. Phillies had a day game today, picked up a huge win over the Atlanta Braves. Nick Castellanos had the big hit. Sir Anthony Dominguez looked great out there. And David Robertson finishing out the game. Ground ball to Salgazzo. The second baseman sends it to first. And there's out number 2. Here's Kyle Daughtry getting his first AB in this series. Didn't play in yesterday's game. Daughtry's taking a deep breath before he steps in on the right side, batting .262 over at the hot corner today for Hartford. Daughtry's takes a called strike on the outside. Adams hits 95 there. Leading the team in wins this season with 6. As I said before, 40 2/3 out of the bullpen as he gets a foul ball back from Daughtry, another fastball, and he's down 0-2. Here's the 0-2, a called strike 3. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Catches Daughtry's looking, and the Fightin' Phils and Mike Adams sent down the Hartford Yard Goats in order. They keep their 6-run lead to the bottom of the second. We go here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Mike Adams sat down 6 of 6 for a quick 1-2-3 inning of work in the second and in the first. And the Fightin' Phils will take their 6-run lead to the bottom half, and much to my surprise, they send the starter Tony Losi back in. Here's Kevin Vicuña already getting his second AB in this game as the Fightin' Phils batted through the order and then some in the bottom of the first. 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks. Johan Rojas, the only one coming up twice, but here's Vicuña, a first pitch ball, the second one foul tip into the glove for strike number 1. 31 pitches to get out of the first for Tony Losi, 12 of them strikes. They did have somebody up in the bullpen. He's no longer in, and so that makes you wonder what went on in the dugout there. 1-1, just misses outside, 2-1. You know, do they want the youngster to try to battle through the struggles here? Losi, 23 years old. Did they like what they saw and he just needs a little bit of an adjustment? Maybe they don't want to burn through the bullpen already down 6-0. This is a sharp ground ball to Hunter Stovall. Sends it to Levine. There's out number 1. So you never know what goes on for the Hartford Yard Goats. But I think it works in favor of the Fightin' Phils here. Their bullpen has been really solid as of late. Here's Wendell Rijo with 1 away. Rijo, an RBI single back in the first. Picked a new walk-up song today. Bad Bunny song, and I told him he can keep it if he gets a couple hits, and he said, all right, let's do it. He's already got 1 to start off this game. Takes a swinging strike on an off-speed pitch, 1-1. come up with some big hits in the past 3 games. Yesterday, a really nice RBI double, as Rio takes one above the letters 2 and 1. His dad is partly his hitting coach. Obviously got the ones here in the Philly system, but his dad coach out in the DR, and so helps his son out quite a bit. I asked, what's that relationship like? Is that stressful? As he fouls one back to the stands 2-2, and he said, you know what? It's a little bit of both. He really values and respects his dad's opinion, and so he loves getting that feedback. But obviously things can get some tense sometime. The 2-2 down and away, and the count is now full. I shouldn't think that's sure with anybody's relationship with their parents who are professional baseball players, and we've had a number of those guys come through the system. Here's the payoff pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees. Rio thought he had ball 4, but he'll head back to the dugout. Out number 2 there for Tony Losi. He's now sat down 5 in order here after giving up 4 hits and 2 walks, and then another hit to start off this game. Here's Aldrin Corridor. Fightin Phils lead 6 runs on 5 hits here. We're only in the bottom of the 2nd. Inside to the lefty, Aldrum. Good frame by Willie McIver, but they don't get the call. Big shift here with Stovall playing back behind second. Dattry's really running the left side of the infield. Aldrum shoves this into center field. Doyle, backtrack, wall, it's gone. Corridor, a solo shot here in the bottom of the 2nd makes it 7-0 Reading. Crowd roaring here for the Fightin Phils. 8th home run of the season for Aldrum. Dead to center. Here's Vito Freesia with 2 away. Chance to do some more damage here in the bottom of the 2nd. Vito walked and ended up scoring a run back in the 1st inning. Chases a fastball for strike number 1. Really exciting game for the Fightin Phils in front of a home crowd. Nice to see them doing damage after a tough road trip, and even nicer against a team that is currently leading the northeast side of the Eastern League, which obviously is big for them. They're only 5.5 games back from the first place Hartford Yard Goats. Portland sitting in the middle of the 2 teams as Freesia takes another swinging strike, down 1-2. Hartford won yesterday's game 4-2. Reading now leads the 2nd game 7-0. Ball down and away to Freesia. He takes 2-2. Walked on 4 pitches in his first at-bat. Infield, outfield, back deep. 2 outs on the board. Bottom 2nd. Freesia connects. Way out to left center. Bounces off the wall. He's taken 2. Slides into 2nd. A double for Vito Freesia with 2 outs. Keeps this inning rolling. Hit number 7 for the Fightin Phils. We're only in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Freesia about a foot shy of sending that over the 10-foot fence out in left center. Here's Carlos De La Cruz with a runner in scoring position and 2 away. Walked in a run with the bases loaded his last time up. Just his 2nd Double-A game, and he takes the first pitch strike. This is fun. This is fun. There's a called strike on the corner. 0-2 for De La Cruz. Yesterday ran out an infield single for his first Double-A hit. He's all legs out there. Coming set, low C. 0-2 sent off the bat foul. He'll get to go again. Tony Losi over 50 pitches here trying to get out of the second inning. Down and away goes Losi, and the count evens 2-2. Vito Freesia double with 2 outs. He's out on second. Fightin Phils lead 7-0 on 7 hits and 2 walks, including an Aldrum corridor home run in this frame. Looking to keep the line moving here with a runner in scoring position and 2 away. Losi out of the stretch here, looks back at Freesia. Now home, now back, now home. Here's the 2-2, way inside. Full count. Still nobody up in the bullpen here for Hartford. At one point in the first, they did have somebody up, and I guess just decided to have Losi eat some innings. Here's the payoff pitch, and De La Cruz down on strikes. Fightin Phils pick up another run, a solo shot from Aldrum corridor. Freesia, a double here, stranded out on second. Reading leads 7-0 to the third we go. And it looks like they're going to give Mike Adams another inning in just one moment.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Top 3, and your Fightin Phils lead 7-0 over the Hartford Yard Goats. Aldrum corridor had a solo shot in the second to drive in another run, and they'll give Mike Adams another inning of work here. The righty just 22 pitches. First pitch ball, and then McIver fouls back the fastball 1-1. Adams has not allowed a runner aboard here yet in this game. He sat down 6 of 6. Goes off speed to get McIver to chase. And he's down in the count 1-2. Reading putting up a 6 spot in the bottom of the first, tacking one on in the second. 7 runs on 7 hits is a phenomenal way to start off this game. Adams misses inside, 2-2. Sun starting to set here in Reading. We've got still about an hour of sunlight left, but the shadows trickling across the field left to right. So left side of the infield pretty much in the shade. It's the right side. Jack Conley and Kevin Vicuña that going to be in the sun for quite a while. Kevin's got those big sunglasses on as McIver smacks this foul. Keep his count. Adams' glove behind his hat. Ball downstairs, and the count is full here. Three balls, two strikes. McIver chases a pitch outside, and there is out number one here in the third. Tyler Hill making his first at-bat here in the series. And Mike Adams is dealing today. So there's one away in the top of the third. Trying to keep Hartford off the board early in this game. There's a first pitch strike. Batting under the Mendoza line, 190. For Hill, chops this up the middle over the glove of Mike Adams, but Sal Gazzo is there. On to first, there's two. Here's Isaac Collins, the number 9 hitter, getting up for the first time today with 2 outs and a 7-run deficit. First pitch ball to the lefty bat in Collins. Switch hitter. Batting on the left side against the righty. Adams misses inside. 2-0. Looks like they're going to give Losi the third as well, making him eat these innings here. With a 7-run deficit, Adams misses down and away, and the count is 3-0. Two outs, top 3. That hits for a strike right at the knees. 3-0 count. Collins not taking the bat off his shoulders, waiting to see where that ball lands. And Adams trying to work his way back into this at-bat. Poked down the left field line all the way into the grandstand. Red general admission section, where the left field line meets the outfield wall. And Adams, who was down 3-0, works a full count. Payoff pitch. Fouled sharply on the third base side. Will go again. Pitch number 38 impending from the reliever Mike Adams. He's got 2 outs here in the top of the third. He has not allowed a base runner yet. Glove comes set, the payoff pitch, ball 4, and there's the first one. Not a bad start for the reliever here. He'll walk Collins down to first. We'll go back to the top of the order with Daniel Montano, and 2 away. Longest pitch count-wise for Mike Adams, he had 54 offerings back on May 29th. He usually sits somewhere high 20s, low 30s. But he has some in the 40s as well. Runner on first, 2 outs, gets away from Freesia, goes into the backstop, and taking off for second is Isaac Collins on a wild pitch. And that moves a runner to scoring position here for the Hartford Yard Goats. The Fightin' Phils lead 7 runs on 7 hits here in the top of the third. It's been an eventful start to the game for the Fightin' Phils. You know, you lose your top prospect on the roster. You don't know how it's going to go, but Reading has come out strong here, and it's really nice to see. Two 2-0 count here now to Montano. Runner on second is Isaac Collins, and 2 away. Off-speed pitch hits the strike zone, 2-1 here. Adams retired Montano on a pop-up to the shortstop, his first time up. Trying to get him again here and keep the shutout. There's a called strike 2, evening the count. Somebody getting up in the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils here as Adams reaches 42. I'm sure they'll try to let him get out of the inning. This is lined down the first base side, bounces foul. Kevin runs into the first base umpire, Tyler Whitty. But he points to his right, which signifies foul. Isaac Collins was almost at home with 2 outs. He was going on contact. He'll have to go back to second. And Montano will keep his 2-2 count. Adams looks back, now he comes home. Popped up left side again. Guzman calling off Rijo. He'll make the catch to end the inning. Adams walks a batter, but he strands him on second to keep the shutout. The Fightin' Phils lead 7-0, and guess what? It's their turn to bat. Bottom of the third coming up in just a moment here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. RoofMax's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, RoofMax of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Great day here at America's Classic Ballpark as your Reading Fightin' Phils lead the Hartford Yard Goats 7-0. In the bottom of the third inning, Jack Conley brings the ball into the stands, fouling it back off of Tony Losi. They keep the starter in. He's given up 7 runs on 7 hits, including a solo shot and 2 walks, and he's up to 54 pitches here in the bottom of the third. As Conley fouls another one back, down 0-2. They're making him eat a couple of innings here. Not to say that they're chalking up this game, but 7-run lead. Don't need to, quote, waste your bullpen. Jack Conley gets hit in the left arm as he takes a pitch. And home plate umpire Gabe Alfonso is not so sure about it. We all saw it come off his elbow because it hit that Evo Shield guard and it bounced. Jack pointed to his elbow as Alfonso was like, "Where are you going?" And now they're having a whole meeting of the umpires. I don't really know why you need a meeting for this. At least they make the right call and they send him down to first. On a hit by pitch, the Fightin' Phils get a leading base runner here. 1 on and nobody out for Jonathan Guzman. Guzman, and RBI ground out back in the first inning. Guzzi pops this up. Shallow center coming in as Doyle. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Conley stays put on first. Here's Salgazzo. Gazzo ground ball to second his last time up. Switch hitter bat from the left side here with Conley on first and one away. Takes a called strike. Oh, and 2 here for Sal Gazzo. Jack Conley on first and one away here in the bottom of the third. Reading leads 7 runs on 7 hits. Tony Losi has issued 3 free passes. Gazzo sends this the opposite way, a little bit too far. Probably goes onto the street. Keep his 0-2 count. Losi, the ball in his right hand, back behind him. Glove on his left thigh as he leans over, getting the sign from Willie McIver back behind the plate. Looks over at Conley, who's at first. Jack has had 2 stolen bases this season. Now he comes set. Gazzo pokes off the end of his bat to stay alive. Which 2 stolen bases is actually a season high for Jack. He usually has 1 a summer, but worked on his speed in the offseason. Now he has 2. Ball from the bullpen gets into the outfield. They got to call time. That's what happens sometimes when have the bullpens on the field. You see that even on the road when that happens. Runner on first, 1 out here. Losi, the 0-2. Gazzo sends this down the left field line. Oh, it's about 2 feet to the left. Foul. And he is staying alive, as the BGs say. 3 consecutive foul balls back. Working Tony Losi up to 63 offerings, just half of them strikes. The 0-2 again, slow roller down the third base line. Guess what? It's foul. Staying alive here is Sal Gazzo. Reading started this game off with 4 consecutive hits, back-to-back walks, and then a 2-run scoring double from Jack Conley to put a 6 spot up in the first. A solo shot from Aldrum Corridor makes it 7-0. And here we are in the bottom of the third, runner on and 1 out. The 0-2 to Sal Gazzo way inside. Waiting in the on-deck circle, top of the order, Johan Rojas. Gazzo again fouls it back, and the Music Man playing Staying Alive. Very appropriate. Jack Conley at first, about 2 steps off the bag. Andy Abad, the minor league outfield coordinator, there today, as Gazzo sends another one back foul. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Mike Jones, who's usually the first base coach, on his little vacation time today. And so Andy Abad filling in down at first. Sean Williams, the manager, over at third. Tony Losi, runner on first, and the 1-2. Gazzo pulls it this time. Foul. Pitch number 10 that was. Gazzo at one point had a 15-pitch at bat earlier this season. He'll at least have 11 in this one. Losi leaning over, finding his grip in his glove. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 1-2 to Gazzo. Foul. We'll see pitch number 12. He has worked starter Tony Losi up to 70 pitches here. Losi has stayed in for triple digits before, though. He had 101 offerings back on July 6th. That was his only time in triple digits, but he's seen the 90s quite a number of times. So Hartford going to let him roll here with Jack Conley on first. Here's pitch number 12, the 1-2, and he gets Gazzo on a back foot slider down swinging. Crowd cheers him on as he goes back to the dugout. A hard-fought battle against Tony Losi. But it's out number 2 here as we go to the top of the order. Johan Rojas with Jack Conley on first. Rojas 1 for 2 today. Can you believe it's the third inning and he's already having his third at bat? At this rate, everyone's going to come up 9 times. I wonder what the record is for most ABs in a 9-inning game. Rojas takes a pitch on the inside corner, 0-1. Jack was hit by a pitch to start off this inning. Back-to-back outs here. Fightin' Phils have scored a run in both the first and second inning. See if they can do it in the third as Rojas lines this into right. Jack's going to pull up at second. Reading has 2 on and 2 outs as Rojas had a multi-hit game there with his single halfway to the cycle. He's the kind of guy that could do a cycle. Here's Kevin Vicuña with a runner in scoring position. Jack Conley and Johan Rojas at first. There's 2 outs. RBI double for Vicuña back in the first, grounded out to short his second time up. Vicuña leading the team in batting average now that Logan O'Hoppe is out in Rocket City. Angels assigned him to their AA squad. Vicuña takes a first pitch strike. Losi deals in the dirt. Good block by Willie McIver. He's done a good job back behind the plate. And finally, somebody gets up in the Hartford bullpen with pitch number 76 coming from Tony Losi. 2 on and 2 out. 1-1 inside to Kevin. 2-1. Wind blowing out to center field. Shadows across everywhere now. Sun on its way down here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Here's the 2-1. Vicuña pokes this into right center. Racing home is Jack Conley. No play at the plate. An RBI single for Kevin Vicuña makes it 8-0 Reading. Rojas made his way to third. Back-to-back line drives right in front of Michael Tolia. And a multi-hit game for Kevin Vicuña. Runners on the corners here for Wendell Rijo. Rijo takes a hefty swinging strike. 1 for 2 as well, an RBI single in the first, a strikeout in the second, caught looking. And a chance to get to double-digit hits here in the third inning. Reading 8 runs on 9 hits, nothing across for Hartford as of yet. Rijo takes a pitch near his hands. 1-1. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Rijo drives this to deep left field. That's going to drop in. Rojas scores a run-scoring double for Wendell Rijo, and Reading leads 9-0 here in the bottom of the third. That's their 10th hit of the game. Sends this out of reach of the racing Tyler Hill in left. And the Fightin' Phils have 2 in scoring position and 2 outs And finally, I think that's enough for Tony Losi. They're going to take the ball away from their starter here with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Reading leads 9-0 over Hartford as they make them go to the bullpen early here. We'll take a break, let the reliever warm up. It's been a fun start.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Your Reading Fightin' Phils lead 9-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning against the first-place Hartford Yard Goats here, attacking the starter Tony Losi. He's finally pulled with 2 on and 2 outs. A lefty, Austin Kitchen, making his Double-A debut here after being called up to the Yard Goats yesterday. We'll have Kevin Vicuña on 3rd and Wendell Rio on 2nd. Corridor sends this up the middle. It's 10-0 Reading. Rio is racing home. It's 11-0 Reading. Corridor is 3 for 3 today. He was already leading the team in RBIs. Now he tacks on another 2. He's on first with 2 outs. Here's Vito Freesia, and the Fightin' Phils are trying to bat through the order again. That closes the line on the starter, Tony Losi. The lefty, Kitchen, responsible for Corridor on first. He's got 2 outs as Freesia takes a ball outside. This is nuts. This is fun. 11 runs on 11 hits. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Kitchen deals Freesia. A swinging strike, 1-1. Do you want to know what the most runs Reading has scored in a game this season? It's 12. It's 12 in 9 innings, and they already have 11 in 3. Kitchen looks over at Corridor on first. Here's the 1-1. Grays is into the zone, 1-2. Here to Vito. Walked in his first at-bat, doubled in his second at-bat. This inning started with Jack Conley getting hit by a pitch. The next 2 batters made outs, and ever since then, they've had 4 consecutive hits. Here's the 1-2 to Vito. Too far outside. The count evens. Fightin' Phils lead 11-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 6 spot in the first, 1 in the second, and 4 here in the 3rd. Kitchen looks at first. Now he comes home and he gets Freesia on an off-speed pitch, and that will end the inning, but not before the Fightin' Phils put up another 4 runs. They lead 11-0 to the 4th we go. And now we'll turn to the bullpen here as Mike Adams is done after 3 clean innings. Stick around. This is a fun one.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the 4th we go. Taylor Lehman, lefty, out on the rubber for the Fightin' Phils. The first pitch ball to Hunter Stovall, Grant Levine, and Michael Tolia also due up in this frame. Reading leads Hartford 11-0 here in the top of the 4th. They added 4 more runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Stovall sends this out to center. Rojas, the Sandlot catch, barely takes a step over.
First baseman number 33, Grant Levine.
Mike Adams finishes after 3 clean innings of work. He only allowed 1 base runner on a full count walk. He struck out 2 on 44 pitches. That's a really great start out of the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils as Levine takes a swinging strike. I mean, you tag somebody, only had 1 other start before here for the Fightin' Phils this season. You know, you're expecting maybe 2 innings, but getting 3 clean innings before turning it over and really keeping Hartford very quiet was impressive out of Adams. And the Fightin' Phils gave him 11 runs of support. So that's a really good start. Lehman comes inside here to Levine. Chips this off the bat foul into the Fightin' Phils dugout. Sent foul into the stands. Good catch made by a fan in a Chase Utley jersey over there. That's nice. Chase Utley jersey and a bucket hat. That man's living his best life. 1 out here, top of the 4th. Lehman had a clean inning of work being activated off of the injured list, the 60-day injured list when we were in Erie. Nice got a pitch in front of his family there since he's from the Pittsburgh area. Did spend some time with us in Reading last summer, so he knows this ballpark because he sends a ball outside 2-2, but good to get back, you know? Here's the 2-2, and he gets him to strike out swinging down and away. A big K for Taylor Lehman, and there's out number 2 on the board here in the 4th. Reading 6 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third. This is fun. 11-0 here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Michael Tolia, top prospect in the Rockies system. He's number 9. Had a solo shot into the pool yesterday. Hacks at a fastball upstairs, 0-1. Leads the team with 21 home runs, 22 home runs for the Hartford Yard Goats. Has their team record. That was Eliuris Montero last summer. And with a lot of games left, Tolia certainly has a chance unless they bring him up to AAA. So you never know how many games, somebody has left here in this level. Takes a swing strike, 1-1. And Hartford has only been around since 2017, so not a ton of history there, 5 years of history. But still cool to be a record holder as Tolia takes a swinging strike 2. He's down in the count. 2 quick outs here for Lehman out of the bullpen. Having him makes him a third lefty in the pen along with Eric Miller and Brian Marconi. And then, of course, the starter, Ethan Lindau. Here's the 1-2. Inside. 2-2. Lehman leans over, gets the sign from Vito Fresia back behind the plate. Big leg kick and fired home. This is chopped to short. It gets past Jonathan Guzman. First hit of the game here for Hartford as Michael Tolia singles. With 2 outs, there'll be a runner on. Here's Brenton Doyle. Just the second base runner of the game here for Hartford. First hit, just a little too much on it for Jonathan Guzman to get to it in time. And now Doyle will step in on the right side with a runner on and 2 away. He grounded to second his first time up. Lehman looking to keep this shutout game. The Fightin' Phils lead 11-0. And I love when the crowd is packed for a game like this because I think it feeds both ways, right? Like the energy that the players get from this crowd is electric as this has popped up. Foul. Acuna gives chase, but it's going to end up in the stands, right? Like I can't imagine when you've got the crowd on your side like this. There's a lot of people in this ballpark right now. I would say at least, I want to say 7,000 at least, but we'll say 6,000 plus to be on the safe side, right? And then, the crowd, if this is your first game here in Baseball Town and this is what you're seeing, you're probably like, we're coming back every week, every night. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. This is going to stay in the field of play. Kevin back behind first, tracking it in fair territory. He makes the grab, and there is out number 3. Michael Tolia single but stranded on first. The Fightin' Phils keep their 11-0 lead. To the bottom of the 4th we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Carlos De La Cruz set to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Reading Fightin' Phils, who lead 11-0 over the Hartford Yard Goats. De La Cruz fouls this into the stands for strike one. The reliever, Austin Kitchen, came in and ended up getting the final out, not before he allowed a 2-run single from Aldrum Corridor to score. And he'll be back out for a fresh inning of work here against the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the fourth inning. Hartford has just one hit on the board, Michael Tolia, but he was stranded on first. They've also been issued a walk, and that batter made it to second. But that's all the action that the Yard Goats have had today. Lefty deals another foul ball by De La Cruz. It's 1-2. Fightin' Phils put 6 runs in the first. 1 in the second, that was Aldrum Corridor's solo shot, and 4 in the third. So they've scored in every frame so far, and trying to keep it rolling here and just get as much out of the Yard Goats that they can. Already 11 runs on 11 hits. And there's a called strike 3, and De La Cruz knows it. He'll walk back to the dugout. Out number 1 on the board here for the Fightin' Phils. Here's Jack Conley. He's been on base twice today. 2-run double in the first, hit by a pitch and scored a run in the third. Jack playing out in right field today. I love watching him in the outfield. Obviously, such a good arm. 10 outfield assists for the Fightin' Phils this season. That leads the Eastern League. Good read on balls. As a catcher, you know, he's told me his job back as the catcher is to protect his pitchers. And he feels that same way when he's in the outfield, like every pitch feels like life or death to him, which I'm sure it does to everybody as he pokes this foul. Down 0-2, but I find it interesting, feels the same way as he does back behind the plate all the way in right, although much less control about what's going on. Leaning over the lefty, Austin Kitchen, here in his Double-A debut. Conley takes the ball outside. Kitchen picked up as a free agent in 2021. Pittsburgh, PA native. 2 relievers from Pittsburgh out on the rubber on either side right now. That's fun. Here's the 1-2 to Jack Conley. Thought it was inside, but it's a called strike 3 that clips the corner. Back-to-back caught lookings for the Fightin' Phils. Put 2 down on the board. And here is Jonathan Guzman with 2 away. Guzman and Salgazzo, just 2 players who haven't gotten on the base pass today, although Guzman an RBI ground out back in the first. He'll step in on the right side. Kitchen originally signed by the Rockies on April 20th last year out of Coastal Carolina University. Spent the season in Fresno Low A. This summer started in High A Spokane, 3.28 ERA and 60 1/3 innings of work. He's gotten 4 spot starts. Guzman pokes this off the end of his bat, foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Fightin' Phils lead 11 runs on 11 hits. No runs on 1 hit for the Hartford Yard Goats. Bottom of the 4th here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Kitchen deals outside. Jack Perkins warming up for the Fightin' Phils in their bullpen. See if he comes in for the 5th. Kitchen up and away. Good snag by McIver. Nobody on the base pass, but nice to see that effort there from the catcher. As the count evens 2-2. 2 strikeouts for the Fightin' Phils. That's actually 3 consecutive strikeouts from Austin Kitchen. Jonathan Guzman sends this way out to right field, racing over Tolia. It ends up in Reading's bullpen. Foul. Bullpen catcher Nick Sklenerek pointing fair. But foul it is from Tyler Whitty. And Guzman has to go back. Phillies had a day game today, picking up a big win over the Atlanta Braves, 3-1. Jersey Shore also had a day game today. They dropped that contest. 7-2 to Hudson Valley. Guzman takes the ball inside, and now the count is full after he was down 0-2. Lehigh Valley leads Syracuse 4-0. That's the Mets AAA affiliate. And they're in the top of the 5th. Guzman chops this deep in the hole at short. Hunter Stovall, a bullet to first. The Fightin' Phils go down in order for the first time today, but they keep their 11-0 lead into the top of the 5th. We go at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Taylor Lehman gets just 1 inning of work, but he keeps the Hartford Yard Goats to just 1 hit, no runs. The Fightin' Phils lead 11-0 for Jack Perkins out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, as he'll see Kyle Dautris, Willie McIver, and Tyler Hill. First pitch ball to Dautris. Just 2 base runners for the Yard Goats through 4 innings, 1 hit by Michael Tolia and a walk by Isaac Collins. That's all they've had today. Another ball coming in, 2-0. Reading 11 runs on 11 hits here in the top of the 5th inning, and now Jack Perkins gets a strike. Checking his swing, it doesn't matter. Dautris goes around, says home plate umpire Gabe Alfonso. That evens the count, 2-2. Perkins has been with us since the start of the season here in AA. Righty takes a step back, kicks and fires And now the count is full 3-2. Began the season as a starter, switched to the bullpen on May 18th, and has not looked back since. Payoff pitch out to left center. A home run out to the video board for Kyle Daughtry puts the Yard Goats on the board. 11-1 now. The Fightin' Phils lead by 10. That was a quiet and deep fly ball by Kyle Daughtry to left center. 9th of the season.
Pitcher number 20, Willie McIver.
And here's Willie McIver. First pitch misses outside. Long ball has plagued Jack Perkins. That was his 10th home run allowed this season. Fightins as a whole, as a pitching staff, have struggled with allowing the long ball. They have allowed 114, or I guess 115 home runs this season. As McIver can't race out a ground ball down to first. Out number 1 on the board for the Fightin' Phils. Good play was made by Wendell Rijo there, charging the baseball and getting it to first in time. One away here for Tyler Hill. There's a called strike, and he's down 0-2. A blooper into right field. It's going to bounce in front of Jack Conley. And Tyler Hill gets aboard here with one away. The number 9 hitter, Isaac Collins.
Second baseman number 4, Isaac Collins.
Perkins will see the lefty batter. Switch hitter choosing a bat from the left side for the second time today. Walked in the third, moved to second on a wild pitch, but was stranded there. Perkins hits the outside corner, 1-1. Tyler Hill out on first. No stolen bases here in Double-A. This is chipped to first past Kevin Vicuña. Can't get a glove on it. A single for Isaac Collins. Back-to-back singles puts Hill on second and Collins on first. And this is the most traffic that Hartford has had in the base paths through 5 innings of work. 2 on and 1 out here for Jack Perkins. A solo shot from Kyle Daughtry led off this game. Or led off this inning, excuse me. Led off this game. That was Fightin' Phil's 6 runs. They lead 11-1, so certainly Jack can't sweat that home run. Got to stay locked in here. He's got 2 on and 1 out here for the top of the order and Daniel Montano. Montano 0 for 2, both pop-ups to the shortstop. They were both against Mike Adams as well. Perkins 3 ground ball double plays so far this season. Perfect opportunity for number 4 here as he comes inside to the lefty, 2-0. So Lehigh Valley leading 4-0 over Syracuse. Chris Sharp, an RBI single. Putting up their 4th run. Justin Williams, an RBI and a pass ball by Francisco Alvarez gets Nick Maton to score. This clips the inside corner, 2-1. We said Jersey Shore fell 7-2 earlier today. And the Clearwater Threshers played a doubleheader today, dropping the first game 6-2 to the Tampa Tarpons out at George M. Steinbrenner Field. Those two places are not too far away from each other. Up and away goes Perkins, 3-1, and now he's in danger of loading the bases here with just 1 out. Clearwater Tampa tied at 2-2 in their second game of the doubleheader, top of the 7th, so final frame in regulation. Perkins looks back at second. The 3-1 hits the strike zone. A huge pitch by the righty. Fastball 90 miles an hour, and it makes the count full. Hill on second, Collins on first. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Perkins outside, ball 4. That loads the bases. Hill to third, Collins to second, and Montano to first, and that will provoke a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Catcher Vito Freesia coming in as well. It'll be Hunter Stovall, the former Philly, who comes up to bat. Didn't spend too much time in the system. He was actually originally signed by the Colorado Rockies, or drafted by them in the 21st round back in 2018. Then he was traded to the Phillies in 2019 for lefty James Pazos, and the Philadelphia ended up releasing him right before the season was canceled by the pandemic. And the Rockies picked him back up later that year. Liked what they saw, I guess. And I get it. He's been pretty solid. 268 batting average, 68 hits, 39 RBIs. (26 extra base hits. That's pretty good. He'll come up with the bases loaded and 1 out here. A chance to do some serious damage for the Yard Goats, who trail by 10. And we'll see what Perkins has to offer. It's a first pitch strike. Good spot outside. With the bases loaded, Hunter Stovall batting .333. He's 3 for 9. 7 RBIs. Goes outside. 1-1. Bases loaded. This is lined into left. Drops in front of Carlos De La Cruz. Just 1 run will score as the left fielder fires that back in quickly. An RBI single for Hunter Stovall brings home Tyler Hill. It's now 11-2 Reading, but the bases are still loaded here for Grant Levine. Levine, a straight-up lefty, will step in with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch strike by Jack Perkins. Fightin Phils lead 11-2. They have Tyler McKay starting to warm up in their bullpen here. Just 1 out in the top of the 5th, and the bases are loaded. Grant Levine, the count 1-1. Perkins kicks and fires. This is inside, 2-1. Inning started with the solo shot from Kyle Daughtry. Single from Tyler Hill, single from Isaac Collins, and a walk from Montano loaded the bases. An RBI single from Hunter Stovall drove in a run. It's 11-2 as Perkins misses outside, 3-1, and there's no place to put Grant Levine here. Reading 11 runs on 11 hits, Hartford 2 runs on 5 hits. Both teams have had a home run in this game. There's ball 4 up and away, and Perkins is going to walk in a run. Isaac Collins crosses the plate. It's 11-3 Reading. Montano on third, Stovall on second, Levine on first, and here is Michael Tolia. Infield is coming in here to talk to their reliever. Nobody comes out of the dugout. Frisha and Bacuna came in first, and then everybody else chose to come in as well, supporting their teammate here. He's got a big lead to work with, but you don't want to throw it away at the midway point in this game. A 3-spot for Hartford in the top of the 5th already. And the bases are still loaded here with the cleanup hitter Michael Tolia. And now there's Sean Williams. And we'll see when Sean crosses the first base line if he points to the bullpen. Walks all the way out, and now he does. Points to the bullpen. He's going to take the ball from Jack Perkins. We'll take a minute and allow the reliever to warm up. Stuck in the top of the 5th. The base is loaded, and 1 out, but Reading leads 11-3. in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention.
Tyler McKay came in, and although he walked a batter that allowed to run to score, he got a huge strikeout and a flyout to end the inning with the bases loaded. Reading leads 11-4 now as we head into the bottom of the 5th. Sal Gazzo will lead us off, and he sends the first pitch he sees into center field. Coming over and making the catch is Brenton Doyle. 1 away. Back to the top of the order with Johan Rojas and Kevin Vicuña. Austin Kitchen still out here in this game. He's retired the last 5 batters he's seen out of the bullpen. Johan Rojas, 2 hits and 2 runs scored already today. He'll have his 4th at-bat of the game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Reading leads 11 runs on 11 hits. Hartford 4 runs on 5 hits. Everybody's played good defense in the field today, and they did as well yesterday. Rojas takes a strike on the outside corner. Beautiful night here at the ballpark, so blessed. Big packed house, great baseball game going on, the heart of summer. I don't know what more you can ask for. Here's the 0-1 outside, 1-1. Oh, and the weather's perfect too. Lefty deals inside to Johan. First time he's seeing Austin Kitchen, both of his hits coming off of the starter Tony Losi. One out here, bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-1. Rojas smacks this into right center. It's going to drop and bounce off the wall. He's hustling for 2. He's hustling for 3. Diving into third, a triple for Johan Rojas. And this man is a home run away from the cycle. Gets himself 90 feet from home. Man, he wants to take back those runs from Hartford. Here's Kevin Vicuña, 2 for 3 today, 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. And I'll have another chance for one here with a runner on third and 1 out. Infield's going to come in here for Hartford. Trying to make a play at the plate. Kevin just has to send it out of the infield to score the speedy Rojas as he takes a swinging strike on an off-speed pitch. Second triple and double-A for Johan. Speed is a plus-plus tool for the now number 3 prospect in the Philly system. 0-1 from the lefty, chipped off the bat, foul. down 0-2. Kevin chops this to short. Rojas can't go anywhere as Stovall sends the ball to first. Now there's 2 outs.
Please welcome back Archaea Junior PA announcer.
Here's Wendell Rijo. Runner on 3rd and 2 away. Rijo already 2 hits today, a single and a double, 2 runs scored and an RBI. I'd say the walk-up song change is working out pretty well for Wendell here. Infield backs up now with 2 outs. Anything that gets past Willie McIver is for sure sending Rojas home as he's at 3rd. Kitchen sends a ball in the dirt. 1-0. Fightin Phil's 11, Hartford 4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Lefty leaning over, getting the sign from his catcher. Now he comes set, glove at the chest. Takes a deep breath. Here's a 1-0. Wendell rips this into left. Rojas scoring easily. An RBI single for his 3rd hit of the game makes it 12-4. Here's Aldrum Corridor with a chance to continue this inning. He'll have Wendell on first and 2 outs. And Aldrum already has had 3 hits in this game, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, including one of them a solo shot to the deepest part of this ballpark. Reading tying a season-high runs with 12. They've done that twice so far this season, and 13 hits so far. Believe 15 hits is the season high in that category as the lefty takes a first pitch strike. But let me just confirm in my game notes. Most hits in a game, 15. There you go. Ball down and away. Corridor doesn't chase. 1-1. Wendell leads the team in stolen bases with 14. As he gets the instruction from Andy Abad, the first base coach today. He takes a good lead off of first. Shift for the lefty batter, which means Stovall a lot closer to second than he normally would be as Corridor takes a 90-mile-an-hour fastball called strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Kyle Datras manning the left side of the infield. The outfield back deep to Aldrum Corridor. They've seen his power once before. Runner on first, 2 away. The lefty comes home. This is chopped to second. Gobbled up by Isaac Collins. He'll make the play, and that is out number 3, but not before the Fightin Phils get another run on the board. Wendell Rijo's RBI single drives in Johan Rojas, and Reading leads 12-4 as we head into the 6th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Tyler McKay is going to get a fresh inning here in the top of the 6th after coming in with the bases loaded in the 5th. Reading leads 12-4 after putting up another one in the bottom half. Wendell Rijo batted in Johan Rojas after he tripled to reach. And so Tyler McKay will now have an 8-run lead to work with here in the top of the 6th. He'll see Willie McIver, Tyler Hill, and Isaac Collins. First pitch down and away, 1-0. This has been a fun game. Reading got the scoring started early. 6 runs in the first, 1 in the second with Aldrin Corridor's solo shot, 4 in the third, and now 1 in the 5th. Hartford put up a 4 spot on 4 hits and 3 walks in the top of the 5th, but Reading a commanding 12-4 lead, 13 hits to 5 for Hartford. And everyone's played really good defense. The 2-0. Lined into left. Carlos De La Cruz is there to make the catch. Out number 1 on the board for Tyler McKay. Lehigh Valley now leading Syracuse 6-0 in their game. Dalton Guthrie, a double. And they are in the bottom of the 6th at Coca-Cola Park. Clearwater playing an extra innings against Tampa. Lost the first game of the doubleheader, but they're up 4-2. Trying to win the second game. Everybody else in the org had day games. Philly picking up a big win over Atlanta, and Jersey Shore falling to Hudson Valley. First pitch strike to Tyler Hill. McKay misses down and away, 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Righty deals inside. Tyler Hill, 1 for 2 today, a single and a run scored in the 5th, a ground out to second. Hartford 5 hits, 4 runs. Reading 13 hits, 12 runs. (3-1). Righty-righty matchup. McKay deals. This is lined into center. It's going to drop in front of Johan Rojas. And Hartford will have a base runner here in the 6th with 1 away. Their number 9 hitter, Isaac Collins, coming up, but he's been on base twice today. A walk and a single. And he'll come up with Tyler Hill out on first. But I said before, McKay, 7 ground ball double play outs this season. Hasn't seen a ball on the ground since he's been in today. Righty-lefty matchup with Isaac Collins. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Takes the first pitch ball. McKay offering number 26 coming in here. Outside. 2-0. Sunset completely here in Reading. Baseball under the lights. Game number 2 of 6, so a full slate of action today. This is a fly ball out to left field. Carlos De La Cruz tracking back, makes the catch in front of the warning track. A long out number 2 on the board. He's made both outs in this frame so far as Hartford goes back to the top of the order. Daniel Montano up with Tyler Hill on first and 2 outs. Montano walked and scored a run in the 5th. 2 pop-ups to the shortstop as well. Another lefty here for the righty McKay to face. This is shot foul into the 67 club down the third baseline. 0-1. Fans getting to see a good one today. The Fightin' Phils lead 12-4. This is the most offense that they've had in quite a while here. And it's been a lot of fun to watch, especially after their roster got shaken up yesterday. Still playing together as a team really well, still committed to this season. And you love to see the heart and hustle today as McKay gets him to chase inside, down 0-2. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Dribbled foul right into the Art-Phil's dugout. Matt Hockenberry makes the play there, tossing it to the bat boy. Put it back in his rotation of baseballs. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Tyler Hill out on first, Daniel Montano at the plate. Tyler McKay with the 0-2. Outside, good frame by Freesia. They don't get the call from Gabe Alfonso, so they'll go again. Nobody up in the bullpen. Looks like Austin Kitchen will get another inning of work. He started some games, so he has the endurance. Here's the 1-2. Clips the outside corner. McKay brings it up to 95 as he gets the strikeout to end the top of the 6th, stranding a runner on. He keeps the score 12-4 as we head into the bottom half here at America's Classic Ballpark.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Bottom of the 6th here, Reading leads Hartford 12-4. Vito Freesia, ground ball foul to start off the bottom half. Austin Kitchen still out after coming in relief. Get out of the 3rd, and he's only allowed a hit and a run. Well, 2 hits, 3 hits and a run. Tracking back to the RBI single he allowed to Aldrin Corridor in the 3rd. Freesia takes the ball outside, 1-1. Freesia struck out swinging against Austin Kitchen to end the 3rd. So we'll get another opportunity here in the bottom of the 6th. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Sends this one foul back behind home plate, 1-2. Wind has died down here. Flag out in center, hanging down by the pole. The lefty takes a deep breath. This is a called strike 3 at the knees. Freesia takes a beat before heading back to the dugout. Out number 1 here in the 6th on the board for Carlos De La Cruz. Walked in a run in the 1st, scored his own, otherwise 0 for 2 with strikeouts. Looking for his first hit of the game. First pitch strike here to De La Cruz. Playing well out in left field today. Time is called and granted before Kitchen begins the wind up. Now he'll step back on the third base side of the rubber. Left arm dangling down with the baseball. Right arm glove at his waist as he bends over and gets the sign from Willie McIver. Now he stands tall. Here's the 0-1. De La Cruz watches it fall into the strike zone, 0-2. Tomorrow night's game, 7 o'clock start here at FirstEnergy Stadium. As this ball is in the dirt, 1-2. Righty Noah Goatsees versus righty Griff McGarry on the schedule for the Fightin' Phils. One, two, inside. Count evens. One out here, bottom of the sixth. Reading leads 12 runs on 13 hits. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Hartford Yard Goats. Reading scoring early and often in the game today. Here's the 2-2 from Kitchen. Pushes De La Cruz back out of the box. Back-to-back balls inside. Makes the count full. De La Cruz bat on his shoulder, knees bent. The payoff pitch, and he strikes out swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Austin Kitchen here to start off the sixth. And here is Jack Conley with 2 away. Kitchen 46 pitches here. As he sees Jack for the second time. He was caught looking back in the fourth, hit by a pitch and scored a run in the third, and a 2-run scoring double in the first. Takes a first pitch, ball 1. Bottom of the sixth here, Reading leads by 8 runs in front of a big home crowd at America's Classic Ballpark. Jack lines this into left center. A 2-hit day for Conley as he gets himself on first with 2 away. Here's Jonathan Guzman. Nice to see all of these line drive hits today. Reading is fantastic at grinding out ABs, racing down to first, manufacturing runs, but it's really nice to see these balls just dropping in, everything going their way tonight. They're finding the gaps, they're finding the holes, hitting balls hard. It's a good day. Guzman takes a swinging strike. He's 0 for 3 today, does have an RBI to his name. One of just 2 batters not to reach today for the Fightin' Phils. He'll have this opportunity and perhaps one more. Pokes it off the end of his bat right to the first baseman, Levine. Picks it up and steps on the bag, and that will do it here in the bottom of the sixth. The Fightin' Phils get a hit, but they strand a runner on. They lead 12-4. 7th inning coming up here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons, the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you. Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Top of the 7th here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading leads Hartford 12-4. The Fightin' Phils 14 hits, Hartford 6. Hunter Stovall leading things off for the Hartford Yard Goats. Grant Levine and Michael Tolia also due up. Manager Sean Williams gives Tyler McKay another inning of work here. Allowing just a hit and a walk so far in his appearance as he gets Stovall down 0-2 quickly. Reading scoring 6 in the first, 1 in the second with Corridor's home run, 4 in the third, and 1 in the fifth. Hartford putting up a 4 spot in the top of the 5th. Stovall, fly ball out to left. De La Cruz back at the wall. And he makes the grab. What a play by the rookie left fielder. Close call in left center. Stovall got a hold of it, but Carlos De La Cruz reached up at the final second and made the catch, bouncing into the wall for out number 1. Here's Grant Levine. Smokes this foul into the 67 club for strike number 1. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI with the bases loaded. Coming up for the 4th time today. 0-1 outside, 1-1. Lehigh Valley leading Syracuse 6-1 at Coca-Cola Park. They are also in the top of the 7th. Clearwater leading Tampa in game number 2 of the doubleheader 5-2. They're in the bottom of the 8th, which is extra innings, technically. Just a 7-inning doubleheader game. 2-1. McKay takes a deep breath. The righty deals. This is smoked down the right field line. Ooh. It's foul into Reading's bullpen. Levine wanted to stop his swing, but he ended up making light contact, fouling it back. It's 2-2. McKay's got 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Reading leads by 8. He's looking to keep it that way. Ball 3, that makes this count full. McKay still has pretty solid velocity, 91-mile-an-hour fastball there. Seen him get up to 95. Line drive, drops in front of Jack Conley in right field. And the Yard Goats have a base runner here in the top of the 7th. Here's Michael Tolia. Walked with the bases loaded back in the 5th, singled in the 4th. Talked about Tyler McKay's double play balls that he's gotten all season long. Hasn't had one yet today. He actually hasn't had any balls on the ground. Hartford is lofting them up in the air today, but we'll see what he has here against Tolia with a first pitch strike. Levine taking a short lead off of first. Michael Tolia called strike 2. Grant, no stolen bases on the season in Double-A, no attempts. He's playing in his 20th game for the Hartford Yard Goats. Kevin holding him on the rest of the infield back deep. This is lined right into the glove of Acuna. Steps on the bag at first, and there's the double play from Tyler McKay as he gets out of the inning clean. ends up facing the minimum. A line-out double play from Michael Tolia keeps the score 12-4. As we head into stretch time here at the ballpark, we'll take a quick break before coming back in the bottom of the 7th inning in just a minute.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store, 24hour.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Salgazzo leading us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Reading 12, Hartford 4. Fightin' Phils have tied a season-high run count with 12, looking to tie that hit count. They have 14, they need 15. As Gazzo takes a swinging strike, Will Gaddis out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Austin Kitchen's day is done after 3 1/3 innings of work, allowing 4 hits, 1 run, and 5 strikeouts. Now they'll turn it over to the righty Gaddis here, who has Sal down 0-2. Fightin' Phils scoring early and often in this game, putting up runs in 4 out of the 6 innings. Gazzo chips this up the middle, Stovall on the run. Makes the play over to first. Here's Johan Rojas. That's not Stovall out at short. That's Christopher Navarro. So they've made a defensive substitution here. As the top of the order comes up to bat. Ball and a strike here to Johan Rojas. A 3-hit day, a double, a single, a triple. Scored all 3 times. He's 1 hit away from the cycle as he rips this down the left field line foul. One, two. Dropped, strike 3. Rojas racing. It's bobbled by McIver. He reaches. The man strikes out and he still reaches first. What can he do today? Here's Kevin Vicuña with a runner on. And 1 out. Sent down the third baseline, foul. Play is made by manager Sean Williams. Shuffling off the bag at first is Johan Rojas. 11 stolen bases here in Reading as Vicuña sends this foul. He's had 2 hits today and 2 runs scored. Gaddis a 4.81 ERA coming into this game. Second season with the Hartford Yard Goats as Kevin sends this into the stands foul. Drafted in the 3rd round back in 2017. Born and raised in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Wonder what that's like. Rojas at first. 1 out. Kevin sends this out to left center. Racing over Brenton Doyle. He'll make the catch. Covered a lot of ground there for out number 2. Rojas has to stay on first. Here's Wendell Rijo with a chance to keep this inning moving. A 3-hit game for Wendell. 2 runs scored of his own, 2 RBIs. First pitch ball here to the righty batter. Runner on first, 2 outs. Gaddis looks back behind him. And now he comes home below the knees. Takes a wild swing at an off-speed pitch, 2-1. Rojas taking a good lead at first with 2 outs. He's going on contact. Rijo, another ball below the knees. He's ahead in the count, 3-1. Waiting in the on-deck circle, Aldrum Corridor. Fightin' Phil's lead by 8 here as we merge into the back part of this ball game, bottom of the 7th at FirstEnergy Stadium. Rijo, ground ball left side. Across the diamond goes Navarro. Heartbeat in front of Wendell Rijo, and that will do it here for out number 3. The Fightin' Phils get a base runner, but they strand him on. To the 8th we go. Reading 12, Hartford 4.
Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Billy Sullivan here entering the game out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen for the top of the 8th inning. He'll see Brenton Doyle, Kyle Datras, and Willie McIver here as Reading leads Hartford 12-4. And Tyler McKay carried them for 2 2/3 innings, giving up just 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts on 45 offerings. That was exactly what they needed out of McKay on a bullpen day. They're already on their 5th pitcher here as Doyle fouls one back for strike 1. They needed a guy to eat up some frames, and he did just that. So Sullivan here will attack the middle part of the lineup. Oh, 1 hits the outside corner. 97 out of Billy Sullivan. Strike 2. It's been a good game for the Fightin' Phils. 12 runs on 14 hits. They played great defense. Hartford 4 runs on 6 hits. Sullivan hits him with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, a swinging strike 3 by Brenton Doyle on 3 straight pitches. And there is out number 1 for Billy Sullivan here to start off the 8th. Here's Kyle Datras. Datras sends the first pitch. He sees foul. Strike 1. He hit a home run, a solo shot to start off the 5th. Taking it out to left center. 1 for 3 today. Sullivan glove at the chest. Kicks and fires. This is popped up. Right side. Vicuña backing up, but he's called off by Salgazzo. There's out number 2.
Catcher number 20, Willie McIver.
Here's Willie McIver with 2 away. He's 0 for 4 today. One of 2 batters for the Hartford Yard Goats not to reach today, he and Brenton Doyle. Ball 1 outside. If the radar gun is correct, Billy Sullivan hitting 99 here, really upping his velocity from last season. To my knowledge, only McKinley Moore has hit triple digits for the Fightin' Phils this season. Sullivan not too far behind. Francisco Morales was as well. He's now in AAA with Lehigh Valley. 2-0. Just got word Morales did reach 100 this season as well. So correction, 2 players hitting triple digits for the Fightin' this season, but Sullivan creeping closer with every outing. 3 balls and no strikes here to the catcher. The righty deals. That hits the outside corner. And a get back in this bat, 3-1. Two outs. Datras fouls this back off. 99 again by Billy. And he's worked his way back in the count from 3-0. Now it's full. Hartford just 4 outs left in this ball game. We are in the top of the 8th. They are down by 8. Here's the payoff pitch. Fly ball into center field. Tracking back, Rojas. A solo shot. 2 solo home runs for Kyle Datras today. As he takes it out to dead center. Hartford gets their 5th run of the game. Reading leads by 7 here. Oh, that was Willie McIver, excuse me. Where am I getting Kyle Datras? That's what I get for looking at the video board. That's my own fault. Look at your own book, Emily. Willie McIver gets himself on the board today. Solo shot out to center field. He makes it 12-5, though. That was his 14th home run of the season. About half of his hits are for extra bases, so lots of power there from the catcher. Here's Tyler Hill with 2 outs in the 8th. Sullivan looking for out number 3 here. He's got Hill down 0-2. Called strike 3. Billy Sullivan walks out of the game here, giving up just 1 run in the 8th, keeping the R-Phils on top. On to the bottom half we go. The Fightin' Phils looking to get on the board again here, leading 12-5. Coming up in just 1 moment.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Wide and Hammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Fridays.
Here's Aldrum Corridor to lead us off in the bottom of the 8th. Hartford, a solo shot from Willie McIver in the top half makes it 12-5. Aldrum, a 3-hit game already here. Takes the first pitch, swinging strike. Had a solo shot of his own back in the second. 2 singles, 3 RBIs on the day. Pretty solid for the DH. That's a great day as a DH. Will Gaddis stays on the rubber. He didn't really allow anything, but a strikeout on a wild pitch let Rojas reach. Corridor ground ball right side. Collins to Levine. There's 1. Here's Vito Freesia. Freesia. Walk and a double in this game. 2 strikeouts as well. Sends this up the middle, right into the glove of Collins. Playing deep at second. Sharply lines out. There's out number 2. Here's Carlos De La Cruz. He had a walk with the bases loaded in the first to score a run. Also came home himself, but his last 3 at-bats he struck out. It's his first time seeing Will Gaddis here, so we'll see what he can do as he takes the ball down and away. Reading 12 runs on 14 hits. Yard Goats 5 runs on 7 hits. De La Cruz takes a swinging strike, 1-1. Both teams have played really good defense today. I think the best play of the game was probably Kevin Vicuña with the line-out double play. I don't know if there's been any ridiculously spectacular plays, just because there hasn't been any needed to make the outs. But that was probably top defensive play of the game. De La Cruz rolls over foul. moving the count to 2-2. Down and away, and he's worked a full count. Chops it off the bat, foul. He'll keep his count. Moving around, some dirt in the righty batter's box. 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th at FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading leads by 7 runs here. Hartford will have 3 outs in the top of the 9th, and then hopefully we don't need the bottom half. Popped up shallow center. Coming in, Doyle going back, Collins. And the second baseman had made all 3 outs in this inning. On to the 9th we go. The Fightin' Phils lead 12-5 over the Hartford Yard Goats. They look to tie the series up at 1 win apiece.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Billy Sullivan's going to get the 9th inning here. The Fightin' Phils lead 12-5 over the Hartford Yard Goats, looking to tie this series up at 1 win apiece. Sullivan allowed a solo shot to Willie McIver back in the 8th. He'll see Isaac Collins, Daniel Montano, and Hunter Stovall here in the 9th. As the Hartford Yard Goats have 3 outs to try to come up with at least 7 runs. I don't think so, Hartford. Not today. Not today. Reading scoring early and often this game. 6 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third, and 1 in the 5th. Hartford putting up a 4 spot in the 5th and 1 in the 8th. Sullivan will see Isaac Collins, the switch hitter, batting from the left side to start things off. Chips it back foul. There's strike 1. Billy comes in with 14 pitches under his belt in the 8th. Wind blowing right to left now as Billy comes outside 1-1. This is shot foul onto the roof. Hear it smack up there above us, and that's a ball and 2 strikes. Chipped back into the net behind home plate. Here's where Reading has shined today. They've only left 6 runners on base. They've went 7 for 12 with runners in scoring position. It's great to have base runners. If you can't drive them in, doesn't make a difference how many hits you get. And they did a good job of getting those hits at important moments when the runners were on second and third. 7 for 12 is really impressive in that category, and they've only left 6 on today. Billy comes inside, 2-2. Hartford struggled to get base runners today, 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position as Collins sends this foul again. They also have left 6 on base. But Reading ate into the starter early, and Hartford just not able to come back from that, try as they might. I mean, 5 runs is still very impressive on just 7 hits. Billy doesn't get the call on the outside corner. Crowd not happy with Gabe Alfonso's call there. Strike 3. Gets him with some high E upstairs. And Sullivan puts out number 1 on the board. Strikeout number 3 for Sullivan as he's been out there. An inning and a third. He'll head to the top of the order with Montano and get a first pitch strike. Montano walked in the 5th, scored a run. 0 for 3 today. Reading 12 runs on 14 hits. Hartford 5 runs on 8 hits. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Sullivan comes inside. He'll have to go again. Big game for the Fightin' Phils. You know, with all the roster shakeups yesterday, you don't know how this is going to play out. Everyone's in a weird place. Montano a hefty swinging strike 2. Evens the count. It's really great to see this team come together here and play a really good baseball game, both offensively and defensively. Still a lot of baseball left this season. Montano sends this into the left field grandstand foul. We'll go again. Spider here has been hanging out this entire game. Huge, huge web he has made on the right corner of my press box window. Sullivan comes set at the chest. The 2-2, he gets him swinging. Loses his hat in the process. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the 9th. Sullivan still bringing the velocity. Here's Hunter Stovall with 2 away. Oh, excuse me, Christopher Navarro. Hunter Stovall came out defensively in favor of Navarro. I don't know why. Had the hit, or had the fly ball, and then fly ball in the 7th, and then they took him out at short. First pitch ball by Billy. Not a huge fan of Spiders, but I feel like I can't get rid of him. Is this a lucky Spider? Navarro fouls this in front of the dugout suite. Evens the count 1-1. He's a big dude. Scary. Scary. Sullivan comes set. Here's a 1-1 inside to Navarro, bouncing him back. That was a little dramatic. It wasn't that inside. First at bat of the game here for Navarro. Made a couple plays defensively at short. First time we're seeing him this series. Takes a pitch up and in into the right field grandstand, and now Hartford is down to their final strike. Reading leads 12-5 here. Over the Hartford Yard Goats, the fans on their feet here at home. The Fightin' Phils looking to tie up this series at 1 win apiece. Billy Sullivan has 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Here's the 2-2. Rolled over foul. Will go again. Another drum roll, please. Crowd getting on their feet, cheering on the Fightin' Phils. They lead 12-5 in the top of the 9th. 2 outs for the Hartford Yard Goats. Here's the 2-2. Blooper into right. It's going to drop in. Navarro gets a hit in the ninth hit of the game for the Hartford Yard Goats. And here's Grant Levine. A blooper single in the ninth. Really? So we'll keep going here. Sullivan's got 2 quick outs on strikeouts. Just needs 1 more to get out of this game. Fightin Phils have a 7-run lead. They shouldn't need the bottom half. Levine from the left side here with a runner on first and 2 away. Sullivan deals. This is popped up. Freesia rips his mask off. It's going to end up on our roof. Strike 1. Righty deals, down and away. He gets him to chase, making Levine look foolish. He's down 0-2. Crowd back on their feet. Navarro on first. There's 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Reading leads by 7. Sullivan, ball in his right hand, bending over, gets the sign from Freesia. Looks over at Navarro, now he comes set. Here's the 0-2 inside. We're going to go again. Somehow Reading, there's been 17 runs and 21 hits, so that's how we've played almost a 3-hour game. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Good block by Vito, keeping it in front of him. Navarro staying at first. They're not really paying any attention to him. Just looking for the out here at the plate. 1 for 3 is Levine, a single in the 7th, walked also in this game. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2, up and away, full count. Hartford making Billy work for the final out. He had 2 quick strikeouts here in the ninth. Crowd ready for out number 3 here. Hartford down to their final strike. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Here's the payoff pitch. Rolled over on it, foul. He's just building it up to make it all the more sweet. Reading leading this game since the first inning. They're up 12-5 over the Hartford Yard Goats. Navarro shuffles off the bag at first. 2 outs. Here's the payoff pitch. Dribbled back, foul. Crowd on their feet here. Hartford down to their final strike. 2 outs and a runner on first in the top of the ninth. The payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. Backhanded by Guzzi. Makes the throw from his butt. It's not good enough. An infield single for Grant Levine gets Hartford their 10th hit of the game. And they keep it moving here in the top of the ninth with 2 outs. Back-to-back hits by the Yard Goats puts 2 on. And 2 away, and here is Michael Tolia. And now we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Let's go over who had a good game today, because this is fun. This is really fun. Rojas, 3 hits, a single, a double, and a triple. Corridor, 3 hits, 2 singles and a home run. Wendell Rio, 3 hits, 2 singles and a double. Jack Conley had that big RBI double in the first, which I felt like was that hit. We haven't gotten that hit this season, like that bases clearing double, that serious home run in quite a while. And it was nice to see him cap off an inning like that. I feel like that was where the momentum shifted to where, in the first inning, you were already like, we've got this. And 2 hits for Kevin Vicuña as well. Hockenberry heads back into the dugout. Sullivan will see Michael Tolia here with 2 on and 2 outs in the ninth. Line drive gets into right, and that is going to load the bases for the Hartford Yard Goats. Billy having trouble getting out of this inning. Navarro to third, Levine to second, and Michael Tolia to first. 3 straight hits for the Yard Goats after back-to-back strikeouts to start off this ninth with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here is Brenton Doyle, who is 0 for 4 today. Sullivan getting up there in pitch count 2. Offering number 43 is ball 1, and now the Fightin' Phils have somebody warming in the bullpen to lefty, so it's Marconi or Miller, and I saw that leg kick. That's Brian Marconi. 1-0 up and away, 2-0. Reading 2 runs, 12 runs, 2 runs. 12 runs on 14 hits. Hartford 5 runs on 10 hits. No errors on either side. Hartford has the bases loaded and 2 outs. The 2-0 chipped off the bat foul. I would think no matter what happens, this is the last batter for Billy Sullivan. So he either gets the out here or they turn over to Brian Marconi. He's been fighting this battle. I want to see him win the war here. Here's the 2-1 to Brenton Doyle. A wild pitch gets past Vito Freesia. They do get the strike. Runners advance. It's 12-6 as Hartford has cut the lead in half. That's actually going to go in as a passed ball upstairs that allows Navarro to score, advancing Levine and Tolia into scoring position. But Billy has Brenton Doyle 2-2 now. 2 outs, Hartford down to their final strike once again. Here's the pitch, poked foul. Crowd is desperate for strike 3. Here's pitch number 48 for Billy Sullivan. Levine on third, Tolia on second. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. The righty comes set. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside a full count. Ball in his right hand. He leans over and gets the sign from his catcher. 2 on, 2 out, top of the ninth. Here's the payoff pitch, fouled back. Again. Reading 12, Hartford 6. They've tacked one on here in the top of the ninth. Sullivan trying to end it now. They're down to their final strike with 2 outs. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. It gets past Vicuña. 1 run will score. The throw up the line from Conley. 2-run score. It's 12-8. The bases cleared with the RBI single from Brenton Doyle, his first hit of the game, and Sean's going to hand it to Brian Marconi here as Sullivan just cannot get the final out here in the ninth. It's now a 4-run game. Ain't over till it's over. Williams will go to the bullpen here. We'll see Brian Marconi in a 4-run game, I believe. No, now I'm like, maybe that's not him. I don't know. We're going to take a break as we head into the final out here. Runner on first. Reading will turn to their closer, Brian Marconi, here in the top of the ninth with the runner on first and 2 away. Reading now leads 12-8. This is a 4-run game. And Marconi just needs 1 out to end it. Billy Sullivan leaves with a runner on and 2 outs. It's Kyle Dautris with Brenton Doyle on first. Not a safe situation for Marconi, a 4-run game. Runner is way out to second, and they just let him go. On the defensive indifference, Brenton Doyle gets himself into scoring position. Marconi just got to focus on the batter here. That pitch was a ball. Reading leads 12-8. They led 12-5 coming into this inning as the lefty misses outside 2-0. Dautris a solo shot back in the 5th, and it's Willie McIver who's in the on-deck circle. Leaning over Marconi, now he comes set, glove at the waist. Runner on second, 2 outs in the 9th. Kicks and fires. This is a called strike, and the crowd roars. Reading scoring early and often in the beginning of the game. Hartford really attacking in the back half. Here's the 2-1 from Marconi. Outside, 3-1. Reading 12 runs on 14 hits. Hartford 8 runs on 11 hits. Clean defense all around. Marconi leads the team with 13 saves and 15 attempts. Again, this is not a safe situation. Lefty blazes it past Kyle Dautris, and now the count is full, and Reading's going to get on their feet, waiting for strike 3 for about the 4th time in this frame. Runner on second, 2 outs here, top of the 9th. Marconi comes set. Lefty on righty matchup. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. And this is getting tight here because now there's 2 runners on here for Willie McIver. The tying run sits at Tyler Hill in the on-deck circle. So we haven't gotten to the point where the tying run can get there yet. But we are inching there. And we only need 1 more out. So it's like 1 pitch could do it. This is a called strike into Willie McIver. He had a solo home run in his last at-bat. Brenton Doyle on second, Kyle Dautris on first. The last 5 base runners have reached successfully for Hartford after 2 strikeouts by Billy Sullivan. 2 on, 2 out for the lefty. This is in the dirt. Good block by Vito Fresia. 1-1. Fightin's always make it interesting. Two on, 2 out, outside, 2-1. You know what we don't need, fans in the crowd who can't hear me? Negative energy. Why would you be putting out negative energy here when you want to see strike 3? Have some faith. Here's the 2-1 outside, 3-1. Good thing I'm not on the PA because I would be sending a message to this crowd here. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the 3-1. Fouled back. He's got him within the final pitch. Diehards in the crowd getting on their feet. Some people refusing to. That's fine. This is going to be it. On your feet or not. Doyle on second, Dautris on first. 2 outs here for Brian Marconi. Here's the payoff pitch. Line into left. Oh, my God, it's fair. All the way to the wall. Carlos De La Cruz picks it up. 2-run score, and the Hartford Yard Goats have made this a 12-10 game here in the top of the ninth, and now the tying run. And Tyler Hill will come up if they bat through the lineup. Sean's going to come out here. This is not a pitching change meeting. This is a here's what we're going to do meeting. Sean is almost always successful in these meetings. He comes out, here's the defensive setup, here's how we're pitching to this guy, and we're getting the job done. We're getting the job done. Make no mistake. Run-scoring double for Willie McIver. Makes it 12-10. Both teams getting into double digits here. 22 runs have been scored. 26 hits. Whoa. Wow. They bat through the order for the second time today. Here's Tyler Hill with a runner on second and 2 outs, which they got the first 2 batters here in the ninth, and they haven't been able to retire the next 6. Marconi up and away, 1-0. Tyler Hill here representing the tying run at the plate. Marconi kicks and fires. This is ball below the knees, 2-0. Five runs have scored for the Hartford Yard Goats here in the top of the ninth. Reading now leads by just 2. Marconi hits the strike zone. 2-1. Shot up to left. This is playable. Coming in, De La Cruz. He makes the catch. Fightin' Phils come away with the win, as stressful as it was. They get the job done. Reading 12, Hartford 10. A combined 22 runs on 26 hits. A heck of a game here. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, it was nice to see the team come together. A couple guys had multi-hit games. Aldrin Corridor had a solo shot. I don't know. It's a win. A win is a win is a win. The Fightin' Phils tie up this series 1-1. They take the victory over the Hartford Yard Goats 12-10. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. Tomorrow night, first pitch, 7 o'clock.